Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, guys. You know how much we all love following the Falcons, right? The ups, the downs, the surprises that keep us on the edge of our seats. And today, we have some news that might just shake up the landscape of the NFC South, and by extension, the entire NFC playoff picture. It's not just a rumor or a small tweak. It's a move that could dramatically influence the Falcons' future and their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. So, buckle up, because this story is packed with implications, insights, and some strategic football moves that you definitely want to understand if you're serious about your Falcons fandom. Recently, the NFL universe was rocked by the news that the Atlanta Falcons have traded Tyler Allgeier to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, for those of you who follow the Falcons closely, you already know Allgeier has been a reliable piece of our backfield since he entered the league. Over 4 seasons, he's accumulated over 300 rushing yards and scored 10 touchdowns. Not a superstar, but a solid, dependable runner who has shown flashes of potential to be a primary back if given the chance. Yet, this move signifies a lot more than just trading away a capable backup or secondary option. It's a strategic decision that signals a shift in how the Falcons are planning their roster and their future offensive approach. Let's dig into the background a bit. Last season, the Falcons made a significant splash by drafting Bijan Robinson, a dynamic rookie who many consider one of the most talented running backs to come into the league in recent years. Robinson's arrival naturally shifts the spotlight and workload away from Allgeier, who was previously a consistent contributor. With Robinson now leading the backfield, it became clear that the Falcons might be open to moving on from Allgeier if the right offer came along. And that's exactly what happened. The trade to the Steelers, a team desperately looking to bolster their run game, makes perfect sense in this context. But why would the Steelers be interested? Well, if you've been paying attention to their recent struggles on the ground, it's no secret that their running game has been underwhelming. Caleb Johnson, their promising rookie, hasn't quite lived up to expectations so far. In Week 1, he managed a mere -2 yards on his only carry, which is obviously not what they'd hoped for. Then, in Week 2, he was involved in a crucial special teams mistake that resulted in a score for the Seahawks, and he only managed 1 yard on his single rushing attempt. It's clear that Johnson isn't the answer they're looking for, especially in a system that heavily relies on a productive run game like Arthur Smith's offense in Atlanta. The Steelers are aware of this, and they recognize the need to add a proven, versatile back to their roster. They need someone who can step in quickly, adapt to their system, and contribute immediately. That's where Tyler Allgeier fits perfectly. You see, Allgeier and Arthur Smith already know each other. They've crossed paths before, and that familiarity could help him integrate into Pittsburgh's offense without much of a learning curve. For the Steelers, acquiring a player like Allgeier isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about elevating their entire run game, which has been stagnating without a consistent threat behind the line. Now, for Atlanta, this trade is a calculated move. With Bijan Robinson taking the primary role, the Falcons are in a position where they can afford to move on from Allgeier, especially if they get a good package in return. It's a classic case of roster management and roster building, where the team prioritizes its long-term vision over holding on to a player who might see limited carries moving forward. But it's not just about clearing space. It's about the strategic value of acquiring a player who, if used correctly, can still be a valuable asset for the Steelers. And let's talk a bit about Allgeier's career so far. The guy has shown he can be a capable secondary back with starter upside. Over his 4 seasons, he's averaged roughly 600 yards per year, with a total of over 300 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. While he hasn't yet broken the 1-0-yard mark in a single season, mainly because Bijan Robinson's emergence has taken a lot of the spotlight, Allgeier has demonstrated consistency. He's a tough runner, with good vision and patience behind the line. His ability to pick up yards after contact and be a reliable option in short yardage situations makes him a valuable piece for any team looking to strengthen its ground attack. This season, Allgeier already has 100 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Those numbers might not jump off the page, but they show that he's still capable of contributing when called upon. For the Falcons, it's about balancing their offensive assets. Bijan Robinson is clearly the lead back, and the team's offense is built around his explosiveness and big play potential. But losing a player like Allgeier isn't just about replacing his yards, it's about the chemistry and the depth that he provided in the backfield. Yet with Robinson's talent, the Falcons are confident they're set at the position for now. Now, for the Steelers, this trade could be a turning point in their season. Their run game has been underperforming, and they need a spark, a reliable runner who can help take pressure off their quarterback and open up the play-action game. Allgeier, with his skill set, can be that guy. He can serve as a complement to Jaylen Warren, who has been their primary back so far, but with the potential to step up and take on a larger workload. The Steelers' offensive line has been solid, but they need a versatile back who can hit the holes quickly and consistently gain yards. Looking ahead, this move could be a game-changer for the Steelers' offense. If Allgeier can adapt quickly and find his rhythm within their system, we might see a more balanced attack that keeps defenses honest. It's all about maximizing opportunities and making sure that their ground game doesn't become a liability. The Steelers have a strong defense, and if they can control the clock and keep the opposing offense off the field, they'll be in a much better position to compete in a tough AFC. So, what does this mean for the Falcons? Well, they're clearly in a rebuilding phase at the running back position, and with Bijan Robinson at the helm, they're banking on his explosiveness to carry the load. Moving Allgeier is a strategic decision that's about roster flexibility and cap management, but it also signals that the Falcons might be looking to develop other options or even target specific players in the upcoming drafts or free agency. It's a shift in their roster construction, one that emphasizes speed, youth, and a focus on the future. And fans, you have to appreciate the broader picture here. The NFL is always about strategic moves, and trades like this one are what keep the league exciting. They reshape team dynamics, influence game plans, and sometimes even alter the trajectory of entire franchises. For the Falcons, this move may be a sign of confidence in Bijan Robinson and a signal that they're willing to make tough decisions to position themselves for sustained success. For the Steelers, it's an opportunity to finally add that consistent, reliable ball carrier who can help them compete at a higher level. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on how this move fits into the bigger picture of both teams' seasons. The Falcons, coming off a solid start, have shown they're building something special on offense. Their defense has been improving, and with the addition of Robinson, they're betting on having a multi-dimensional attack that can keep them competitive in every game. Steelers, on the other hand, have struggled a bit on offense, especially on the ground. They've been trying to find their identity, and acquiring a player like Allgeier might just be the piece they need to stabilize their rushing attack and improve their overall offensive efficiency. This trade also highlights how important the running game remains in today's NFL. Despite all the passing emphasis, the ability to control the clock, wear down defenses, and establish a physical identity on offense is still crucial. Both teams understand that, and their moves reflect a desire to optimize that aspect of their game. For the Falcons, it's about maximizing the talent they have at the top of their backfield, while for the Steelers, it's about finding that dependable piece that can help them turn their season around. As we watch this unfolding story, it's worth considering how it might influence other trade scenarios and team strategies moving forward. The NFL is a league of adjustments, and every move sends ripples across the league. For Falcons fans, it's a bittersweet moment, losing a player who has been a part of your team's recent success, but also understanding the bigger picture of roster management and future planning. For Steelers fans, it's a new opportunity to see their ground game improve, to see their offense become more balanced, and to have hope that this move could be the spark they need to turn their season around. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this trade? Do you think losing Allgeier will impact the team's chemistry or depth? Or are you excited about the potential of Bijan Robinson and the new direction the team is taking? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. This league is always changing, and we're here to bring you all the inside stories, analysis, and insights you need to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep supporting your Falcons and stay passionate. The season is long, the stakes are high, but with fans like you, we know that anything is possible. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and let's keep the Falcons flying high.